Hello, everybody. This is José Ignacio from the Uncomfortable Dialogues 2022. Thank you very much for joining us today. We value your participation and feedback.
In today's dialogue, I have the honor of having an outstanding colleague and friend as a guest. Doctora Militza Basualdo, or Mili, has witnessed massive and fantastic digital transformation in the business landscape. Several years ago, I still remember when Mili convinced P&G top management to start working with clients and to convince them about the value of using systems and computers. In hindsight, that was a courageous, groundbreaking step into what we have taken for granted as P&G digital footprint in Mexico and even Latin America. Terrific insight, Mili. In a nutshell, Mili is a digital executive, a professor, a friend, a recognized expert on process improvement, Six Sigma, lean implementation, innovation, strategic planning, and just recently an international acclaimed book author. Her book, Winning with AI, is a must C-suite book when it comes to understanding the core business fundamentals of applied AI. Without any further ado, Mili, welcome to our Uncomfortable Dialogues 2022. How are you doing?
Thank you, Nacho. Very nice to see you here, and very nice of you to invite me.
So, how is your book doing?
I just recently published a book. It's doing great.
Mili, I understand the book is not only for the technical people, it's more about the business leaders who need to understand how to use AI. Am I right?
The book is focused on winning with artificial intelligence. It's not a technology book, it's a business book on how to compete using artificial intelligence.
For every regular layman, facing AI is by itself a challenge. So can you tell us how come a business leader can really adapt and transform into this environment using AI?
Yes, in fact, the book is more about leadership than about technology. There are many uses of AI. We already use AI today. Whenever you send an email and Gmail completes your sentence, that's artificial intelligence. Whenever you go to a website and there's a friendly chatbot, that's also artificial intelligence. So we're already using artificial intelligence for today. The point is how to compete with artificial intelligence and what do leaders need to know about it. Artificial intelligence is a technology, but using the technology by itself is not going to give you a competitive advantage. The competitive advantage will come from having processes without any bottlenecks so that the technology can flow and that the customer can see how the service has sped up, is now faster, and how the service is even better than before.
Mili, you and I have seen people who refuse or negate the reality. So what if a CEO or a C-suite executive will tell you, AI will never happen in my business? What can we tell them?
So if we insist on the normal traditional way of selling things through a store or selling B2B, it's not it will produce some profitability, but not as much as the most successful companies of the 21st century. In my book, what I give is a framework for bringing companies to the 21st century, and it has 4 parts. One is moving the organization to accept the new technology, to accept the changes, to accept a different way of working. The second one is having processes that are fat-free, as I call them. The third one is moving to a digital business model. And the fourth one, the last one, is the technology.
But in a way, that really means if I happen to be the CEO of a given company, it's not only about implementing technology, you said, it's more about transforming my corporation. So that requires for me different set of skills. It's not necessarily the old-fashioned leadership model that I was trained. So what do I need to do differently?
As a leader, you need to be able to move the organizational, to transform the organization, to accept the change as a first step. We're living in an era of exponential change.
Wow. Militza, let's think about for a moment about a typical manager. a manager who was trained and cultivate and skill sets in terms of managing resources. Is this individual needs to learn something else?
Now the new manager will also manage people, but will also manage algorithms, artificial intelligence algorithms, and must now design those algorithms so that they can perform the work. So in addition to motivating their people to change, to adapt, to work along a smart machine rather than doing all the work by themselves.
So, do you have any final comments that you want to share with the audience?
Yes, we have wonderful opportunities. We have more opportunities today than in all the previous history of mankind.
Okay.
There will be more wealth built in the next 20 years than there was in all the past history of man. So we're a unique opportunity. We're privileged to be living today and to have all these opportunities. We need to take advantage of those opportunities. It will be very profitable, but it'll be a wonderful world for us. But we need to start moving and start learning and start applying, experimenting, and doing things in a different way.
Thank you, Militza. It is really impressive to understand what's going on with artificial intelligence. And as you said in your book, winning with artificial intelligence is very important. For everybody else watching this platform, if you had any question for Militza or myself, please drop a note here in LinkedIn and YouTube, and we'll get back to you.